What's up, y'all? It's your boy Buck back with another video. Now, over the last couple of days, we've been seeing and hearing Kwame Brown's name a lot all over social media. And a lot of people aren't very clear on why he has beef with all the people he has beef with and why he's ranting on everybody. And what I'm going to do today is break it down to you from the beginning to where we're at now. Really getting the very important details in the beginning on why he even started ranting in the first place. Now, about a month ago, Jeanie Buss, who is the owner of the Los Angeles Lakers, was on a popular podcast that's titled All the Smoke, which features former NBA players Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. In the conversation, they were discussing a trade that was made by the Lakers about almost 20 years ago, and they were talking about how the Lakers got Marc Gasol and Kwame Brown. So that's what Jeanie Buss was saying. She was like, it wasn't a bad trading whoever she traded off. We got two players. And then Steven Jackson said one player, and then Matt Barnes was like, nah, they got Kwame Brown and two players. And Steven Jackson continued to say one player, being smart, pretty much calling Kwame Brown like a nobody. Now, Kwame Brown has been dealing with him being called a bust for years, so this is nothing new for him hearing. But what I will say is that type of energy hits different when it comes from another NBA player, because the NBA is supposed to be like a fraternity, a brotherhood, and when people violate each other on camera, it's not cool. And the reason that Kwame Brown was tight, he said it, he explained why he was tight. He was like, yo, so you're gonna sit here and try to talk crazy about me around this white woman? And the white woman he was referencing was Jeanie Buss, which, like I said, is the Lakers owner, and Kwame Brown felt very disrespected. Now, Kwame Brown then tried to discuss the whole situation behind closed doors with them, like, yo, what's up, like we could solve this, and he said he was talking, being cordial, and then Steven Jackson just invited him to his beef and all of that. Like, by beef I mean like he invited him to his meat, like, yo, suck my, like, he was on timing like that. And the problem that he had with Matt Barnes was that I think Steven Jackson said some crazy stuff, and then on camera you just seen Matt Barnes like tapping his legs to like agree with him, and Kwame Brown just didn't feel comfortable with that, because he said they got big platforms and all they do is talk down on black men. So I was like, all right, that's cool. I understand why Kwame Brown is on timing. Now, Charlemagne the God, or I'm just gonna call boy Charlemagne the regular nigga, he was on his podcast. It's not even a podcast, The Breakfast Club is a radio show, and on a rumor report they were discussing Kwame Brown and the All the Smoke podcast problems. So what Charlemagne decided to do is, instead of just talking about the situation objectively, he said, yo, I grew up in Moncks Corner. Like I said, I grew up in South Carolina. I know a couple of Kwame Brown's family members. There was a story back in the past that his father killed his girlfriend and buried her. Then he said, yo, his brother also did something similar, and he put that out into the public. It wasn't public information before, like people were saying. It's not public information. I was born in 97. I heard nothing about it. A lot of the world didn't hear anything about it because we're not from South Carolina. It's not public information. It's foul. And he said that, and then Kwame Brown responded, and he started, number one, he said, yo, I could be bringing up all the allegations and stuff, and he started calling them a scrapist and all of that, because for y'all who don't know, Charlemagne got like cases. He was accused of doing some foul things himself, and I found it very low that Charlemagne decided to bring up Kwame Brown's past, or not even his own past, his family's past, and kind of paint a picture that, yo, Kwame Brown dad does this, his brother did this, be careful, Kwame Brown might do this. That's bad energy to put out into the universe, and it's very disrespectful, bro. Like, people got images, whatever type of image they got, you don't want that to tarnish your image, like your family members are killers or whatever. You don't want to be associated with that, and you don't want the information to be public if that is the case. But at first I didn't really understand why Charlemagne took that angle, but then I had to remember Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes are a part of Charlemagne's podcast network called the Black Effect Podcast Network, and All the Smoke podcast is under that umbrella. So what Charlemagne called himself doing is saving face. He called himself defending his guys, when in reality he could have really played that in a fashion where this stuff could have died down. But now people are bringing up Charlemagne's past, and he has to deal with the consequences, because he did the same thing to Kwame Brown, being weird. That was very low, and he tried to the way he tried to deliver it was on some passive aggressive mental health type stuff, because that's what Charlemagne does. He tries to frame everything like, oh, I care about mental health, but he just said, yo, you better watch out for Kwame Brown's mental. And I'm just like, yo, this is so weird. But this is the main main thing that kind of got Kwame Brown tight. And Kwame Brown has been going crazy on YouTube and all of that. He's just been airing everybody out. There's a lot more people that he targeted, but these are like the main people that kind of started the whole thing with Kwame Brown and the thing that got him active. Because he was calling Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair, by the way. That was like, I was just saying. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this topic at the moment. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to like this video. If you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button and let me know what you think about this whole situation in the comment section. It's your boy Buck and I'm out. Peace.